When I left C9, I wasn't really trying to retire. You know, I think that term's kind of troll. But I still liked playing. It just didn't really feel like the team dynamic was working out on C9. You know, like we weren't getting along so well, and I didn't want to stay in a situation where we're all feeling uncomfortable. There's a lot of pressure on us from not doing well in LCS. So I was like, I feel like it'd be mutually beneficial if I took a break, got to clear my head, you know, do other stuff, and let someone else come in, and they'll probably like get a new sense of like motivation or something, you know, like a honeymoon phase with any new player that comes in. And it kind of worked out for both of us. You know, I feel a lot better now. And why I came back is just because I was always still on the C9 roster in case they wanted me to play. And they just asked me to try out after last split, and they said it went pretty well, so here I am.
I plugged in with the Ethernet and it didn't work. Jack, fuck you.
The Ethernet's not working now, too?
Yep. Fuck yourself.
He could have done it.
Where's Impact at, Jack?
Yeah, bro, make your monitor naked.
He was out with a friend who's like in the military.
That was his only
So is that coming?
layer protection.
Yeah, he's gonna come at some point after his whatever he's doing.
Fucking ready.
Wait, Impact's not coming for a while?
He is coming.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Should I connect the wires?
Doesn't work either.
I was gonna say, if I have to have my own room, it's not the worst thing.
You'd be okay with just having some privacy in your room?
I mean, I can handle it.
Are you sure?
I can handle loneliness.
Did you get so lonely, like sometimes you want to talk to yourself, have conversations? Yeah. That's pretty Oh my god.
Really good.
My thoughts on boot camps in Korea. Well, I'd say they usually go pretty well. I think it all started with Season 4 Worlds, where everyone had to go to Korea anyways because Worlds was taking place like around there. Like there was Singapore, Taiwan, there's a few other places, and then it went to Korea for like quarters and semis, which basically meant you could play there and you'd be fine. So it was really sweet just starting off that because us and TSM came in as like first and second seeds, so they respected us a lot. So we got a ton of scrims against like Samsung Blue, Samsung White, like the top teams basically, and it improved us an insane amount. I think if we didn't play all those scrims versus them in Korea and probably just stayed in an A or something, then we definitely wouldn't have made it out of groups. We contribute a lot of our success at that Worlds to them, helping us out. So I think in general the boot camps have gone pretty well. The only time it didn't go too hot was Season 5, where even though we came in the first week with like 3-0, it was just a lot of our scrims were not too productive, and there was just a lot of canceling on us. Like a lot, I think maybe, I can't really speak to it too much, but I think because we were the third seed of an A, and the way we got in was really weird. Like we didn't even play playoffs, we just went to the gauntlet. And like the legit last seed, I think maybe that contributed to so many teams canceling on us, just like a lack of respect maybe. So I'm not really entirely sure. It's just kind of what I thought about it, and like why we would get canceled on so much. But overall, Korean boot camps have helped a lot. I think this time around, it's kind of been a lot more beneficial too, just because of the way we're setting up like the environment. It's a lot more serious than what we've done in the past. It's just like all the coaches really bring something in to help us out, and it feels like we're improving a lot.
It's on my side though. Fuck you. Buddy, have you figured anything out yet, or are you still stranded? You're just in your own world.
We'll just connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, there's 7-Eleven right here. No meat. Just cheese. Say it, dude.
That's what I think about one. Yeah, you're Mitch Eyes.
At least by Mitch Eyes. Yeah, I'll lick your gender for 3 shot caller.
Oh god. Huh?
You're the shot caller now.
You have to tell medios when to turn around, when to go forward.
Yeah, I need to be like fully micro.
Oh yeah, you need micromanagement too. Dude, I got micromanaged as well.
So medios micro.
Oh, dude, I got admitted that as micromanaged as well.
Should we go, guys?
Shit, dude, with high listening no games.
7-Eleven book.
House is doable.
You guys should make sure Skype's working.
Oh my god.
Someone say something?
Hello.
안녕하세요.
Hello.
Enjoy your shit.
Here's Skype.
What?
Get it work.
Hello, hello.
Probably because I don't have my hat on.
Put it on. Let's test it out.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I actually don't hear you
Nice.
through Skype either.
Well, fix that shit.
That feel when you can't
Hello.
hear me. 안녕하세요.
Is it me who should fix it, or is
Hello.
Skype broken?
Skype's broke.
Oh my
저기요,
god.
든든. 저기요.
저기요.
Good.
I have a
Nothing
guy
info
called
here.
I have English added me, and he wants a kiss.
Maybe it's a girl.
Only if you're a hot Korean girl.
Is Skype working for you guys?
Do you just add everyone who adds you?
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
I'm just meeting new
You
friends.
just can't hear anyone? Can't hear well. Hello.
C9이 좀 더 조건이 좋고, 그리고 솔직히 C9은 미국에서 유명한 팀이고, 그래서 한 번은 다 가보고 싶었어요. 그래서 오게 됐고, 근데 에너지 떠난 이유는 간단하게 에너지는 약간 롤드컵 못 누릴 것 같고, C9은 롤드컵 갈 수 있을 것 같은 가능성이 있기 때문에 제가 왔어요. C9 사장 그 잭이라는 애가 있는데, 그 잭이라는 사람과 얘기를 했었는데 정말 선수들을 많이 생각하고 좀 챙겨주는 느낌이 많이 들어가지고 얘랑 같이 일해보고 싶다 하면 재밌겠구나 생각해가지고 왔었어요. 그래서 오게 된 것 같아요.
Well, you could have like.
It was called like you could roam, but like.
If we die every week, anime can end.
I don't think they can't end. The most they'll get is double inhib, I think, because they have 2 inhibs down. They'll have no minions.
People
I
second.
think we should have got a frozen heart against this team too. Either
People
prefer-
second.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, it fucks
I think,
Azir,
yeah.
Fiora.
I actually think the CP was really good.
I'm talking late game, like Rek'Sai, Echo don't do very much damage in team fights.
Yeah.
Gangplank's inconsistent damage. There's only really Lucian, Bard, and like all of our CC and damage is kind of situational. Plus no exhaust, so you just go ham when he has 30 kills.
Jensen, you had your ward up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they called like Alistair can roam, I think if you ward like bot side of mid here, the only way Alistair can actually get to you is if he comes behind you.
My name is Royce Newcomb. I'm known as Bubba Dub, and I'm currently a coach, one of 3 or 4 coaches. I've been with the team since summer split of last year. I would say my role changes depending on what the players need in order to improve the best. So I guess the main focus is just making sure the players improve as quickly as possible and efficiently as possible.
So from here, what I wanted to do is while you guys are like in queue and stuff, I'll probably grab you aside one-on-one, or like me and Cruz will talk to you guys for like individual stuff that happened for today. And before the set starts tomorrow, we were going to talk a bit more about the team stuff. And what this does is it basically allows the analysts to get on the same page. So like Olivier is going to watch it, and Peter's also going to be part of it. And we're going to come up with more stuff to just like actually help you guys out, rather than like do it right after the set. So we'll have a VOD review before the first set of every day. And then we'll have individuals either after the first set or after the end of the day. Just to give you guys a heads up. And we can evaluate how you guys are doing and what to focus on for the next sets and coming scrim sets. So we'll probably be calling you guys over to the computer over here.
Sounds
Like,
pretty weird. Sync sessions.
what do you mean?
I said it sounds really weird.
You think so? I think it sounds good.
Yeah, like. Well, what could they say?
You'll find out.
But
If it's like a situation where
it gives more.
you just strictly do something dumb
It allows us
by
to
yourself.
Exactly.
it allows us to do a lot more directed feedback without wasting everyone else's time. I think it's a lot of because like if we're talking to say Jensen or you Sneaky about something in particular, and a lot of the other players will just like lose focus and or just like zone out because this doesn't pertain to them. It allows us to let them, play solo queue, and we're trying to minimize the amount of time that we spend for you guys and allow you guys to just like practice more.
Not only that, it's like it's just you and then it's just us. There's not going to be 4 other people there, so you can get your point across and communicate. It's not like there's going to be 4 or 5 different people always chipping in. You can come to a conclusion, then you can try it.
I would say that the team last split was very hard to coach, and not only just because of like an individual player, but also because of the success of the team for like 2 years prior, and then like they were basically the best without having an actual coaching staff, and they were able to keep that up and still be a good team, but we are trying to make them a great team, and we want to make sure we're changing the way the team operates so that we can achieve that.
Yes. Echo should have pressure against you.
Yeah.
And then Lysandra Zed is all about jungle. And since they have stronger jungle, Zed has priority.
I did like that better.
And then 2v2, I mean, it's just farm. Just farm lane. So lane swap would have been good for us because then Kindred gets free XP and levels, so does Nidalee, but Kindred's better with our comp.
My name's Kublai Barlis. I go by Kubes, and I'm one of the new coaches here at Cloud9. I was the coach of Complexity when Bubba Dub was the support player when we were in the LCS in summer 2014. And since then, me and Bubba have had a good relationship. We've kept in touch over the years, and so to come back and be able to work alongside him now and just see like how much he's grown, it's really nice to see, and I'm really glad to have the opportunity to work with him again.
But then Nar is grouped right after them.
Good Nar.
But his name starts with an N. It goes G then N. So Nar actually fits there, which is weird. Because he's with the G's, but it's an N sound.
Nar. Yeah.
Are any of these going?
What? Probably. This one for sure.
I'll do the green one then. Nimbus.
Oh yeah, juicy fresh. $33,000.
Still shit more money in my bank account. But I know, use it. Like the LCS makeup ladies have it.
Yeah. Now grab this hand. No.
You start eating it?
No.
20 was like.
Hold the seaweed. Yeah, hold like this. Pinch it. This way. Look at the end. You pull this side out. Jiggle again. There you go.
We're good to go?
Well done.
Nice. Little lesson.
Jack.
Yo.
What? It's a straight ripoff. Dude, this is 100% ripoff.
What do you mean?
You rip you off the slice.
Did it go?
Yeah, but for no reason at all, they just put 11 instead of 12.
You got paid?
If we die, there's your pass. Okay. Review the city until you get back. Okay, which way do you want to go? Left or right? Left. Alright. Don't know if I'm right.
Rooming with Sneaky, it's fun. It's pretty normal, I guess. But I guess we're like asking questions that are like not really game related, which is kind of cool to know about the other person. And in the house, our rooms were kind of like really far away from each other. I'd always like go and chill in High's I'd go chill in High's room or go hang out with Lemon a lot. Not so much Sneaky. I'd randomly go in there and say hello, and we didn't do it that much back in NA. And even before we left, I was hanging a lot with was hanging out a lot with Jensen, and I feel like we got along really well. But in Korea, it's been like Sneak and me are always together, and we're getting along really well. So I think it's really cool getting to know him better.
Thank you. All right, do I die? Let's find out. Looks a little red. It was like pretty minor, but the other stuff was, I don't know, really complicated and hard. Like it was like next level math, whatever. I don't know if it was like pre-calc or calc.
Is that when you guys were orbit or whatever?
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, actually. I mean,
The first was before Quantic?
Yeah, I was on orbit.
Oh yeah. Hey, you're fucking dig.
Yeah, I was digging them for the tournament, the league tournament, and it was Pulse. So I was like kind of Pulse then.
Yeah, I'm always just hearing it from Hyde and Lemon's perspective.
Okay. Yeah, the spring, summer, or the spring session, whatever. I was doing fine, and then I had the choice of joining Cloud9, but it was like I had to fucking legit just fly over, and I had a month of school to like finish out the classes, so I just flew over, and I was like, alright, I'll just fly back, fuck it, and take the test. Did that, got shit on. Failed them, because like I wasn't studying when I was there. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Because I was doing good in the classes before. I was like studying a bit, putting more effort. Wasn't getting destroyed.
Wait, what happened during that month while you were here?
Classes. It was like the classes went on, and then I came back after the month, took the test, and just
So you just
did
missed the class?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't think they actually care about attendance, like numbers wise. Like I don't think it keeps you out. Like you don't learn shit. Sometimes they have like their lectures online. So like if you do miss days, or like if you just didn't want to ever go to class, you could look at those. But
Did you like convince yourself? Oh, I'll just look at it online. I'll be fine.
Now it's more just like, yeah, I'll fly back. Maybe I'll be okay. Because I thought I was doing well enough to like carry it over. But then, like, if you fail at the final test, whatever, you're done so.
I just see on the final test. Fuck.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to chat. I'm gonna order some coffees for myself. Anyone else want one? Okay.
He wants to maybe 커피 일단 시키고
yeah.
올라가든지.
I mean, being someone who's followed League competitively, I knew Reapered. I knew who he was and what he had done as a player and as a coach on Edward Gaming. So I have a lot of respect for him. And so when I heard I'd have the opportunity to possibly work with him, I was ecstatic. I think, I have a lot of respect for him. I think he is one of the brightest minds, and he has a lot of experience just coaching. He's been to Worlds with EDG. He's won MSI. He's, he has a very successful history as a coach. So to get the opportunity to learn with him, work with him, and help this team progress, it's an opportunity that doesn't come around very often, and I'm grateful that I get it.
Guys, you should all meet Reapered. He is here. And this is, if you don't know who he is, he's a former top laner. He played in OGN a couple years ago. Very good career. He's had success now coaching for the last couple of years, and he's here to help us, obviously. He knows his shit. He knows his shit. So if you have a question or something, ask him. We have a translator here, so it shouldn't be any communication faults. And so yeah, you have anything you want to know?
이제 뭐 대충 소개해줘서 뭐 알겠지만 일단은 그 전에 프로게임 했었고 한국에서 그리고 이제 중국에서 EDG 팀 이제 우승할 때는 다 있었는데
Yeah, I was coaching EDG when they won. Help you out.
그래서 오늘 여기서 와서 아마 좀 며칠간 도와줄 거예요. 며칠간 도와줄 건데 앞으로 뭐 어떻게 될지 모르겠지만 있는 동안은 서로 존중하면서 했으면 좋겠어요. 나도 왜냐면은 모르는 사람한테 너 이거는 좀 잘못된 것 같아요. 지적해주면 기분 나쁠 수도 있으니까 최대한 서로 존중하면서 그렇게 하면 좋을 것 같아요.
So he's gonna be here for a couple days, and we'll see how things turn out from there. But hopefully we'll like have like respect each other a little. Because when he tells you that, oh, this is wrong, or you guys tell him, oh, that's bad, then people can get hurt. Like, you know. So like breach of trust can happen. So yeah, hopefully we can just like take things mildly.
그리고 이제 새로운 팀이잖아. 이렇게
team.
이렇게 팀 맞춘 지 얼마 안
It's
됐으니까.
been only a few days since you guys had like this roster, so
그 개개인의 문제보다는 팀적인 문제로 많이 얘기를 할 것 같아요.
rather than talking to like talk about individual things, I think I'll be talking more about the team things.
We'll have Doghouse Flash and him doing very fun.
에코. Can water there? I can initiate.
Okay.
우선 처음으로 스크린 봤을 때 제일 눈에 띄었던 게 젠슨이었거든요. 젠슨 같은 경우에 라인전도 굉장히 잘하고 또 슈퍼플레이를 많이 만들어내가지고 확실히 미드가 강한 팀은 언제나 미래가 있으니까 얘네 좀 괜찮을 것 같다라고 생각을 했죠. 모든 부분에서 그래야겠죠. 선수들이 사실 느낀 게 그냥 솔로캐 하는 애들 모아놓은 것 같은 느낌이거든요. 지금 당장 솔로캐 하는 애들 모아놓은 것 그 이상도 아니긴 한데 애들이 배우려는 자세도 되어 있고 실제로 많이 늘고 있어서 그냥 모든 부분에서 다 늘어야 될 것 같아요. 모든 라이너가.
Forwards? Okay.
Oh, could you get right there?
That's not how you expected that one to end.
It started real good.
그러니까 얘는 한 번 뒤지면 계속 뒤질 수밖에 없는 거지.
If he dies once, then because he has no son, he's just gonna keep dying.
여기서 싸우자는 콜은 좀
이거 못 뺐어요, 어차피.
좀 별로 안 좋아요.
팀한테도 다 같이 말해줘 이거.
네, 말해줘도 돼요.
So yeah, maybe it's because he used to play tanks a lot, but you got like when he was playing Rumble earlier, he should have just like there was this moment where he just ultied upwards and then just killed the server and backed off. So yeah, you guys need to try and take like the little advantages you can get and just like back off and not give him anything more. To sum up this game, whenever someone goes to take empty lanes like stacked waves, then the person leaving should give the call on who should go where and try to defend.
그리고 이런 부분 안 됐을 때 유리한 위치에서 싸움 벌리지 말고.
And try not to push the position too aggressively when you guys don't have the numbers.
그리고 우리 정글러 반대 사이드에 가 있을 땐 반대 사이드는 무조건 또 사려주고.
When our jungler's on the other side, just play safely. When he's on the other side of the map.
What do you think I should have built? Third item.
세 번째 아이템 뭐 사야 됐어?
Because I started building IE and they only had like one armor item each.
EMP 가려고 했는데 한 사람당 방어 아이템 하나밖에 없어.
And I think that's okay, but I could have got Mercurial too.
I think it's just lower down. It's like if you're against a double or like triple tank like that, even if they don't currently have armor, like it's not like they're just not gonna build armor.
I mean,
they have no option.
It's like betting that I can get the IE fast and they can buy that.
싸움을 못 해봐가지고.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad. It's not like if you get the IE faster. It's can you finish the IE and get a lower down afterwards before they finish armor? And that answer always no. Like if you're that rich, huh? I mean,
He said either would have been fine, but he doesn't play any carry. But if he were building, he might have gone IE or BT. But he also said take it with a grain of salt.
How close were you to IE when you made the change?
Like the
Yeah. Like what
I
were you saying? Like
had
pickaxe?
I had it.
You had IE? You should have gotten IE then.
Because they have two armor items.
Well, okay, so Echo had Iceborne and Randuin's. I guess had Randuin's.
Well, okay, like the biggest decision point is like when I'm at two items and they have They both have Gauntlet. So like Gauntlet's not enough armor for me to want to build. It's not terrible, but it's like it's pretty inefficient. Like I don't really do much damage to him.
I'm only saying it from a tank perspective, Sneaky. Like, if I'm playing Gragas and their AD carry doesn't build Lord Dom third item, like, you'll never do damage to Gragas if without Lord Dom, basically. Like, you'll take him, I'm sure. You'll kill him eventually, but Lord Dom will make you actually do damage that, like, he can't ignore. And there's almost no way that, because it's literally just delaying it by, what, 3,600, your Lord Dom? By picking up the IE is really all it does. I think.
북미가 한국에 비해서 안 하고 있는 거라고 한다면은 확실히 느낀 건데 애들이 메카닉은 되게 좋거든요. 메카닉은 좋은데 팀으로 게임하는 방법을 잘 모르는 것 같아요. 저는 여기 있는 선수들이 2시즌, 3시즌 막 이렇게 프로게이머였다는 게 솔직히 놀라울 정도로 솔로큐 플레이어인 줄 알았거든요. 그래서 팀적으로 움직이는 법이 가장 차이 나는 것 같아요. 퇴근하기 전에 한 명씩 좀 면담 좀 하고 싶은데
one by one talk that he wants to do. Yeah, all 5 of you, like individually, he wants to talk to you. Since he's seen a day of scrims.
You guys okay?
Yeah. 여기 말고
일단은
First of all,
이틀 동안 스크림을 하면서
over the past 2 days scrims,
팀에 대해서 여러 가지를 좀 얘기를 해볼 거야.
we're gonna talk about the team, like what you felt with the team, how you felt with the team.
그리고 이제 주로 얘기할 거는
Mainly,
불만 사항이라든지 팀이 이런 것들은 좀 해줬으면 좋겠다, 고쳐줬으면 좋겠다 이렇게 하면 내가 좀 편할 것 같다.
things that you think the team could fix or change so that you would have a better environment, more comfortable in the team, or just gameplay, everything.
Did he see anything weird between our team and
What do you mean?
like anything that he thought was like different?
Impact?
No.
Oh, him? Did he see anything that's different with the team? 고수님이 팀 봤을 때 뭔가 이상과 모자란 게 없는지.
Not really necessarily gameplay wise, but like
a lot of things.
A lot of things?
Yeah, that needs fixing.
이렇게 일단 뭐 단적으로 말하면은 5명이 게임을 하는데 5명 중에 한 3명은 말이 없어.
Like to sum it up, 5 people are playing the game, but 3 people are silent throughout the game.
그리고 이제 질 때 분위기 존나 족같고.
Yeah, when you guys are losing, team atmosphere is just complete shit.
그리고 이제 가장 중요한 게
most important thing is
뭔가 좀 스노우볼을 너무 못 굴리는 느낌?
Team can't really snowball off of advantages early game.
그러니까 이기고 있을 때도 스노우볼을 못 굴리고
you can't snowball. You don't know how to snowball.
지고 있을 때는 분위기 족같고
And when you're losing, the team atmosphere is just garbage. So
그게 제일 문제.
yeah, that's like the biggest problem.
근데 5명이 다 말을 하면은 지고 있을 때도
But if all 5 people are talking, then even when you're losing,
아이디어가 좀 나올 수가 있잖아. 우리 여기서 좀 데이트를 해보자 뭐 이러면서.
like it sparks ideas and discussion if you just keep inputting information. Now what we're talking about is like not saying we should do this, we should do that, but just like calling me us and making sure that, you know, the position of all the enemy 5 players are like completely checked the entire time.
Does he have anything else?
No.
Cool. Okay. I think that's everything.
Yeah. Body that door, man.
There we go. Finally. Oh, nice. You can clean up my room. It doesn't look as messy now.
If you can just get the underwear off the table so we can sit there. The gameplay, like macro play, individual mechanics, anything.
Well, I mean, I think sometimes there's like things where I think like it's kind of obvious, but then I don't say it, and then my teammates want like do it, you know?
Right.
And I'm just thinking like, why didn't they do it? But then I'm like thinking again, like maybe I should have said something. Like for example, last game I was thinking like, it's kind of obvious they just keep doing this thing mid, right?
Right.
But I was like, it didn't even cross my mind that I should have just maybe said something.
Okay.
그러면은 뭐 우리 팀 뭐 이런 건 잘한다 이런 것도 있어.
What about good things about the team? Oh, this I think our team is doing great with.
I think recently like we've made a lot of progress. I think we learn a lot from the scrims we play, so I think that's a good thing.
스크림에서 막 배우는
And it seems like everyone wants to improve.
다들 실력이 늘고 싶어하고.
이거는 되게 잘하는 것 같아.
He thinks you're really good.
라인에서도 그렇고
lane phase,
딜 넣는 법도 잘 알고.
dealing damage in team fights.
근데 이제 한 가지 문제라고 내가 개인적으로 느낀 문제는
Personally, I think one problem with you is
아까 전에 이제 제슨이 말한 첫 번째 건데 당연한 것들을 좀 못 해준다.
it's the first thing that you mentioned is like doing the things that are obvious. I guess.
근데 내가 말해야 하나 이 부분 있잖아. 근데 그 부분을 조금 더 말을 해주면 좋을 것 같아.
Like the things that you thought were obvious to your teammates, he thinks you should vocalize
Yeah.
it more.
I think I don't want to like control people in a way. I think that's what's like holding it back, you know, because to me like if I know like how mid lane should be played, right? But I don't want to like fuck with my jungle's path or team's path, for example. So I don't say it, which I probably should, you know.
이거 이제 하나를 알려주면은 다른 애들은 미드를 한 법을 몰라.
None of the other players know how to play mid either.
그러니까 너가 필요할 때 그 순간에 그 미드 라이너가 콜을 해줘야 알지. 사실 그게 다른 라이너들은 어렴풋이 알고만 있지 그 주변엔 있었잖아. 같이 안 있었을 뿐이지.
So like the other players, they just only know like what like approximately can happen, but they don't know what exactly is going to happen. So it's really important for you to let them know like doing that like Vel'Koz dives that they did. They're all around mid, but they were just at mid lane.
Yeah.
So like they had the general idea of what was going to happen, not like when it's going to happen and how exactly it's going to happen. So you need to be able to tell them that.
Yeah.
일어나는 일들이 상황이 만들어지면은 그걸 그냥 그대로 받아들이고 그 안에서 할 수 있는 최선을 하는 건 되게 좋은 건데.
It's really good that you constantly try to make the best of every situation, like whatever happens.
근데
but
이제 너가 필요할 때는 무조건 콜을 해줘야 돼. 왜냐면 다른 애들은 그 콜을 듣고 움직이는 게 훨씬 편하거든.
Yeah, it's much better for you to call your teammates or call for things that you need to your teammates because it's easier for them to like move if they know what you need.
왜냐면은 너가 캐리력이 되게 높단 말이야.
You have a
라인도
lot of
세게
carry
가고.
potential. Like your laning phase is like pretty strong.
그렇기 때문에 너한테 포커스가 되게 집중이 될 거야.
There's
앞으로 썸머에서도.
Like in the future, including the summer split, not just the scrims, like there's going to be a lot of focus on you to carry. So like your demands has to be clear to the team.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of right now, at least.
That you think like needs to be better. That was bad. Like you thought it was bad.
Nothing specific from today, I don't think.
구체적인 건 오늘 없다는데.
그냥 뭐 어제 오늘 해서 딱히 없는 건가?
Yeah, just like overall yesterday, today, like overall so far today the scrims. You don't think anything was bad?
Well, I mean, we're just trying to improve as a team, I guess, and the analysis so far seems pretty good. Just going over what we do.
팀으로서 늘려가고 있고 여태까지 분석이 잘 되고 있으니까. Yeah, he thinks you are like a good AD carry player.
AD 캐리로서는 되게 잘하는데 조금 문제가 보였던 게 욕심이 좀 많아 보였던 거 개인적인 느낌으로는.
But he personally thought that you might have been a little too greedy sometimes.
그리고 이제 아직 말문이 안 트인 것 같아. 이럴 때는 조금이라도 더 해준 애가 말을 해줘야지 편하게 하거든. 근데 그 이전에 하이가 많이 해줬어도 이제는 하이가 없으니까 어느 정도는 분담을 해줘야 되는 게 맞지 않을까라는 생각을 했어.
Another thing that he hopes you can do is just talk more, just in general, like just keep talking because with new players like Jensen, I mean, I guess he's been on a year, but Jensen and Bunny coming onto the team, they're like sort of new, so it's probably easier for old timers on the team like you to be able to just speak your mind up and whatever it is, like just speak inside the comms of the game. And since Hai is off the team, Hai used to do all of the talking, but now it's time for you guys to each take up responsibility in the talking part of the game.
잘하는 거 같고.
Yeah,
he's good.
I think he thinks you're really good, and you just need to be more talkative in the comms.
Okay.
Okay, it's over.
Yeah, that's good. Wait, what did you mean by like too greedy sometimes?
욕심이 되는 거지. 사실 거기서 나 간다라고 한마디만 하면은 얘네들이 미드에서 딸고 당연히 뒤지잖아? 얘네 잘못이야. 근데 여기서 나 간다라고 말 안 하면은 얘가 욕심 부린 거거든.
Alright, so like you take CS sometimes, and of course you're AD carry, you're the primary source of damage, so you should get the most CS, but sometimes other people can go, like someone else could go get that, but you go, and that's fine too. But the problem is you don't say that you're leaving. Sometimes he says.
Okay.
So like like the earlier games, if you call out, I'm going to get this massive wave in the top lane, I'm gonna go collect it. If you say that, then if three people get gangbanged under mid tower and die, and it's their fault because you called it out. You just told them you're leaving.
Yeah.
But if you don't call it, it's sort of your fault. Partly your fault. too.
Yep. So just connecting it with the talking thing.
Yeah, it's just like talk more about information. I'm headed here, I'm headed there, things like that, like the crucial things.
It's over.
Okay.
더 하고 싶은 말 있어?
Anything else you want to say? No.
Last one.
Okay. I'll grab him.
It's my turn.
Yep.
I mean, I think the thing that, like, personally, is probably the weirdest for me is still just trying to understand, like, when it's better for me to, you know, just, like, try to be really efficient with jungle camp clears, you know, like, try to make sure I'm getting all my camps so I don't fall behind in levels, and then what times I should just, like, completely forget my camps and just go with the team somewhere.
Right.
알려줘야지. 지금은 어쩔 수가 없잖아요.
Yeah, right now you pretty much can't do anything about it, obviously, because it's not like that, right?
Yeah.
But the coaches have to tell you like
이때는
like
이렇게
while
해줘라.
reviewing and stuff like that.
그리고 그 경험들이 이때는 내가 저 때는 이렇게 했었는데 경험이 안 좋았지. 라인 커버를 했었어야 되는 게 맞았던 것 같아. 그리고 이때는 라인 커버를 했었는데 오히려 그냥 정글 도는 게 맞았던 것 같아 라고 이제 경험이 쌓이게 되면은 알아서 판단할 수가 있게 되잖아. 그리고 그 와중에 코치들도 이건 너가 이렇게 해주는 게 더 좋지 않았을까라고 말을 해줄 것 같기 때문에 그냥 그 부분은 천천히 시간을 가지고 해결하는 게 좋을 것 같아.
Right. So the cumulative experience from working with your coaches and things like that regarding that issue will probably help you make better decisions in the future. So like you'll have experience that in this particular situation it was better last time if I just abandon my lanes and went farm, and in other situations it'll be like, oh shit, I need to be here right now because last time this happened. So yeah, it's something that we need some time to it'll take time to improve on, and yeah, you just gotta play it out as it is for now and try to like ask the coaches whenever you have questions or what should I have done here. Just be very vocal to the coaches about that.
딱 그 정도면 될 것 같아.
I think that's it.
Alright, cool.
That's everything you have to say?
I think I'm good.
Okay, good.
I think that Reapered is probably the most effective coach I've ever worked with. He brings up a lot of things that I feel like other coaches wouldn't. What a lot of people do, you know, the Reddit analysts, if you will look at a game, try to find one thing and just be like, this lost team fight, you guys shouldn't have lost this team fight, and just really, really obvious things. But with Reapered, when we lose a game, we'll all sort of be talking about what went wrong, and then he'll just say, no, you guys are all wrong. Look at this thing that... He points out things that we weren't even thinking about. Not just bad decisions we made, it's just decisions we didn't make. So he points out a lot of big macro game picture things that we otherwise didn't even recognize. So he's been a huge help, and I think it'll be a really good fit. Damn, dude, I'm getting the least amount of sleep. I got like 4 hours, 5 hours last night.
Oh yeah, not yesterday, but the day before, like 3 hours. And I was up for like 20 hours as well. And I was just, that was because that was when I was looking self queuing. Like I was so tired, and Bunny's like, "Yo, we'll go after this game." No, okay, one more. And I was just like, "Oh fuck." Okay, how much?
Wait, was it giving you money?
Yeah.
How much?
I think it's like 5 or 10.
Damn. Yeah, they're making them only do 50% damage to neutrals next batch. 50%. Right now they do 75% to neutrals. They're doing 50.
The nerf.
Yeah, they're hotfix nerfing Valspar. That's apparently how much the problem is. I don't know how he's a problem, but apparently he is.
I don't have flash up, okay? I need honey go up 200. Wait.
You can sell it, right?
No, I need a bit more. I can sell it soon.
Yeah, be careful top taking port Baron. Fuck you.
Not better.
I mean, like, they have wards around there.
Shibaro. Whoop. Right down. Yeah. I don't have flash for 3 minutes.
Have you got?
I'm a flash there with you.
And I'm pushing mid.
Basically, what a fucking bloodbath.
That's what we call clean North American gameplay.
Can we zone him from the choke? Like I know it's 5v5, but if they go through that choke, can't we like fuck them?
그러니까 여기에서 차라리 이 골목으로 쪼이는 건 어때? 오른쪽 골목 들어올 때. It's not bad.
Cause
4대 5여도 조질 수 있으니까.
Cause I have ulti. Like if they go through there, like I think we just kill them.
여기 오면 그냥 다 죽여버리면 되니까. Did you say something like that?
No, I didn't say it, but that's what I thought in my head. But then I was like confused. Everyone ran up, you know. But I guess it was cold, so it's not bad.
오른쪽으로 올지, 헷갈릴 때 그쪽으로 올지.
Yeah, I mean it probably could be helpful, but I mean generally the way I like playing is I don't really like telling people how to play their lane. You know, like if Jensen feels that the only way he can play his matchup is to play really aggressive and push all the time, like I don't want to tell him not to, or else it feels like it's my fault if his lane goes bad or something. And so if he wants to push, really my only options are like get up vision and try to find their jungler and then just let him do his lane. Because like in this game, I guess it can net him like a small advantage from being able to push and stuff, but I never really felt comfortable telling people like when to roam because or like move. I like it better when the laner says that, like if top lane has an advantage and he's like, okay, I want to go mid, can you back us up going for 3-man play? I'm almost always down for that. I think like 3-4-man plays are the best you can do, as opposed to a jungler just showing up and like, what's up? Because I feel like in competitive, it's pretty easy to track where the jungler is most of the time, and people aren't just going to randomly kill themselves, and it's easy to capitalize if they do. So like, I don't know, I'm not really sure what my expectations are for what I should be doing as far as how these lanes go and like what kind of mid jungle synergy we're looking for to do. I mean, basically my point is,
you don't like telling other people what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like telling people what to do because in the past when I try to like get someone to be like, hey, yo, leave mid, come bot or something, and then if they get behind, I get a lot of like, you know, like negative reception from it. It'll be like, oh, like you shouldn't tell me to leave my lane, etc., etc. So I prefer to just, you know, if they want to roam or like they want to make a group play, let me know, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll do this camp and then come.
Right.
That sort of thing, and I think that is a system that like can work pretty well.
Right.
But I'm just confused what kind of mid jungle synergy we can have, because for the most part, to the game it just feels for me like I'm trying to just do better than their jungler, like apply more pressure, find where he is, take away his camps, try to limit his options, and then that can like enable the team to do what they want. I think scrims this week have been pretty good, all things considered. We haven't won every single game, but I think that even when we lose, it feels like we're learning a lot, which is really good because it's super easy to fall into complacency or something with scrims where you just kind of go through the motions and no one's learning and you're making the same mistakes over and over. But in these games, it's probably just because we're new and I haven't really played for a while, so I feel like personally I'm learning a lot, and as a team we're learning a lot, which is always what you want to do when you're scrimming.
So, that was a long day. It's almost midnight. Well, that being said, guys, you're not here tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Tomorrow you...
I'm not coming here.
So Reaper's not here tomorrow. Not really sure what's happening with that whole thing, but thank you, first of all, for coming.
이제 세 번째 날 같은 경우에는 확실히 팀이 많이 성장하는 과정이었고 그 과정에서 많이 질 수밖에 없어요. 새로 만들어진 팀이기 때문에. 새로 만들어진 팀이고 많이 배우는 과정에서 진 거기 때문에 많이 졌거든요. 게임을 많이 져서 그런 부분에 있어서는 뭐 괜찮다고 생각해요. 늘고 있다라고 그 정도로 생각하고 있어요. 우선은 고맙죠. 선수들이 다 저에 대해서 그렇게 빠른 기간 안에 존경심을 보인다는 게 코치로서는 당연히 고맙고 기쁘죠. 그만큼 책임감도 많이 따르는 것 같고 선수들이 저를 믿고 따라오는 만큼 확실히 성장시켜주고 싶어요.
I think the new roster has a lot of potential. You know, that phrase is thrown around a lot with new rosters, but I think we're all kind of on the same page as far as everyone's really focused and we want to do well. And we realize that like to do well, we have to work together and you know, just be a team. And I think everyone's trying really hard. So hopefully everything works out.